PB, Carrollton, News Talk 1330, FM 106.3.
It is now 8:30, and good Tuesday morning. This is the WLBB Community Voice here on News Talk 1330 FM 106.3. And this morning we are on the News Talk 1330 WLBB Facebook page. You can see these three young, devastatingly handsome gentlemen are sitting across the table from me this morning. I'll introduce you to them in just a second. We're going to be talking about the Veterans Day event, which is coming up, that says September 6th. Which is coming up, I believe it's coming up with it. Maybe it's this Saturday, is it?
November the 6th.
November the 6th.
November the 6th. Some old 90-year-old decrepit veteran wrote September on that sheet.
He's not sitting here this morning.
One of them sitting right here.
No. Anyway, we're going to promote that event, tell you all about it as it does come up at this Saturday. Veterans Day, though, is the following Thursday, but the event is coming up this Saturday. All right, sitting to my left, we have Barry Gardner. He is the president of the Carroll County Veterans Memorial Park. He's also an Army veteran. In the middle of the table here, Dale Robinson. He is a Vietnam-era veteran. And Don Levans, sitting to my right. He served during the Korean era. And honored to have all three of you guys here this morning. It's always an easy show, too, because, number one, I'll tell you what, people watching and listening, I mean, Don puts together a fabulous agenda, not only for the event, but for the program as well. So I pretty much, and I will just follow the rules.
Follow the rules.
I will. I'll just go along as you guys said this morning, because the most important thing is promoting this event coming up and encourage people to attend that here locally. Before we do talk about that event, I did want to talk about the replica, the Vietnam Wall replica that's been on display, or was on display for about 4 or 5 days, Central Hatchie Park. And a big to-do was made about as far as the delivery, too. That came through Carrollton. But I understand that you were pretty much stationed there, part of the guardsmen for that during that time.
I was there every day. The Legion Honor Guard supplied a color guard for the opening service, and we supplied a firing team for the closing service, and then we supplied security and several other things along the way. It was a very, very moving experience for most of the people that saw it there. The wall was the half-scale model. There's another that's a quarter scale, but this one was large enough to give you the feel of the real wall. And all walks of people came through. There were young, old students. The schools had a tour for the kids down to primary school. So there was an education there. Everybody was reverent toward it. We didn't have any problems at all. I was there on night security several nights, and just two people there with that wall, and it was kind of a unusual experience.
Yeah, imagine this is overnight. You're staying.
Oh yeah, we were overnight. I spent 3 12-hour shifts at night down there, and it was hallowed ground while it was there.
We had promoted the event on our Facebook page, and it's one of the stories that picked up the most viewership and shares. So many people do care about that. Was it well attended?
The weather was terrible. We poured water out of our shoes the first day, and from then on it was just kind of crappy. But the closing ceremony, the sun came out, and everyone was able to walk around and get a good look at it.
Well, we did promote that it was going on. I was trying to talk to some veterans maybe who had gone up there and experienced it. And I spoke with a young lady, I want to say over the weekend. She was taking her father, and she took him. And she said the possibility that he'd be open to talk about seeing it. He's a Vietnam vet. And by the time he had seen it and come back, she didn't feel like he'd be comfortable talking about it just because he was so moved.
We saw a lot of people start walking down the wall, and they wouldn't make it all the way. So it was, I guess you would say it was a powerful example.
No, it's a big deal that it came here.
It was. It was going to Oklahoma from here, and then they were shutting down the season. But we are lucky to have had it as close as it was. So.
Let us talk about the event, which is coming up this weekend. It is the Carroll County Veterans Memorial Park Veterans Day event. It'll be on Saturday, and it'll just be a hop, skip, and jump from the radio studios here off of Noonan Road.
Okay, I'll dive in on that one.
Well, why don't you wait for the microphone?
I'll wait for the microphone. I'll dive in on that one. Okay. Dale's a little slow here this morning. I also went down to as a Vietnam vet, went down to the wall, and it's very moving. I've got some of my OCS classmates on that wall, officer candidate school classmates, and also some personal attachments to the family on that wall.
Well, I know people go to the Veterans Memorial Wall in Arlington Cemetery. They sometimes scratch.
I've done that.
Yeah, that was not available for this one because it was smaller, I'm guessing.
They were able to do that, I believe, as I understand. Yeah, because it is engraved into that wall, so you can do that. And some people were doing that. Okay, well, moving on to November the 6th. It begins as usual at 10:30 in the morning with music by the Carrollton Wind Ensemble and Mr. Terry Lowry, and we are always grateful to have them there. Their music really sets the tone for the day. So come out early, bring your chairs, get there at 10:30, and let's just listen to some great patriotic music. The event kicks off at 11 o'clock. We had a great guest speaker this time. I'm going to have to say that personally. I know this guest speaker. It's my son, Brigadier General Gavin J. Gardner, commander of the Joint Munitions Command out at Rock Island Arsenal. It's the first time we've had an active duty general officer speak at the park.
Anybody giving you a hard time about bringing your son in?
Yeah, these two.
Yeah.
But other than that, people are kind of thrilled to have him here, and so am I.
He's very, very high up onto the pole here. He's the only person alive that's changed the diaper of a general in the Army.
Brigadier General, absolutely.
Brigadier General.
And in my 25 years on active duty, I've done a lot of things for generals, but I've never done that. So I can now say I have. Anyway, Joint Munitions Command, which he commands out of Rock Island, is responsible for the purchase or the production of ammunition, storage of ammunition, distribution of ammunition, and demilitarization of ammunition for the Department of Defense. There are 14,000 military, civilian, and contractors under his command, 17 installations all over the U.S., so it's quite significant. Gavin, as he puts on his resume, is a third-generation Army brat. My father served in World War II in Korea. I served in Vietnam and the Cold War in Germany and Turkey, and he served in Kuwait, Afghanistan, and Iraq. A little tidbit, with Gavin, there's been a Gardner on active duty in the military forces since 1939, continuously.
Not many people can say that.
So we've kind of done it pretty well. His Georgia connections, besides being born at Martin Army Hospital just down the road at Fort Benning, he's a graduate of the University of Georgia, a distinguished military grad, went to airborne school at Fort Benning. Just to continue along, commanded a platoon in the 3rd Infantry Division in Kuwait, a company in the 1st Cav in Iraq, a battalion in the 4th Infantry Division in Iraq. He was a brigade commander in the 82nd Airborne Division at Fort Bragg, and his last assignment before the one he's in now, he was the chief logistician for the joint forces in Afghanistan at Bagram Air Force Base. So he has paid his dues. He's been around the world and done his service to the nation. He's going to talk to us about what it is to serve and what it is to be a veteran. So that's the topic. So I'm looking forward to this one. Again, this should be a great day. Weather's going to cooperate. We have Don in charge of the weather as opposed to Dale. Dale had the weather for down at the wall, and it rained the entire time. But Don's got coming up on Saturday, so we're looking forward to you being there. Be there at 10:30 for the music. Stay for the ceremony, and it'll be really great.
How do you guys outdo this speaker for next year?
We don't know, but we're going to work on it.
All right.
Maybe Gavin will get a 2nd star by then. Who knows? We'll see. Okay.
To have your child, I mean, how proud are you to have a son, in the military, stay in the military this long, much less be a brigadier general?
Well, I am. It's fantastic. I mean, he definitely outranks me, and it'll be my honor to salute him on Saturday morning.
Very nice. Well, let's take our first break here, gentlemen. We're going to come back and continue our conversation about the Carroll County Veterans Memorial Park Veterans Day event, which is coming up this Saturday, correct?
Correct.
At the Veterans Memorial Park. And, of course, Veterans Day is a week from the day after tomorrow. Today, though, is Election Day. And I want to remind you, I think there's like 10 precincts in Carroll and Haralson County combined, 9 in Carroll, 1 in Haralson County. where people can go vote on races. Majority of the races are for city council in the municipalities, and there's a referendum in Villa Rica, so I do hope you take advantage of that opportunity to vote on Election Day. And at 7 o'clock this evening, if you tune in to KISS 102.7, News Talk 1330, FM 106.3, or WKNG King Country 93.7, we're going to do live coverage of the votes coming in. We will share them with all of our listeners. We'll try and post them on the Facebook page as well. So Election Day today. We'll take this first break, come back, and continue our conversation on this morning's Community Voice.
Health is a journey. It's making better choices, even when it's not easy. It's taking care of yourself and the people you love. At Tanner Health System, we're there for you with every step, with primary care, heart care, cancer care, women's care, orthopedics, surgical services, and so much more. We're dedicated to helping you live and feel your best. So let's get on that journey to health. You've got places to be for many years to come. Find us at tanner.org.
Oak Mountain Academy has offered a challenging college preparatory education for 60 years. With over 500 graduates, we have maintained a 100% college acceptance rate. Over 90% of our students earn acceptance to their first choice of college or university, and over the past 5 years, our students have earned over $10 million in scholarship offers. Our students are creating a legacy. Come, be a part of our family and create your own legacy today. To learn more, visit us at oakmountain.us.
8:41. Welcome back to the WLBB Community Voice here on News Talk 1330 FM 106.3. Also streaming live online at newstalk1330.com. And this morning we are on the News Talk 1330 WLBB Facebook page. Any questions or comments or pats on the back or snickers at their jokes, feel free to post those on the News Talk 1330 Facebook page this morning. I'm Colin Worthington. Our guests this morning, Barry Gardner, Dale Robinson, and Don Levans. They are with the Carroll County Veterans Memorial Park. And primarily we're talking about the Veterans Day event, which is coming up this coming Saturday. As we do talk more about that, why don't you tell us a little bit more, for those who don't know. I think a lot of people, because you guys make a lot of appearances on this show, you get a lot of pub. Steve Graddick just handed it out to you because he likes you guys in particular. But tell us about the Carroll County Veterans Memorial Park group, the group of individuals who are running that thing.
The group of individuals, we have a lot of veteran participation there. Pretty much a marriage between the American Legion and some of the other service groups in the vet park. The park started kind of out of a casual conversation where one of our Carrollton guys had gone to a vet park, and he came back talking to another friend, asked, why doesn't Carroll County have one? And that just kind of ballooned into a big tidal wave. People got interested, and the county got involved and so forth. And we wound up with a very busy working group that's there to leave something for the history of the veterans that we've had in Carroll County, what they've done. It's a beautiful site. We can invite anybody in Carroll County to join up. It's a terrible $10 fee to do so, but you get to associate with some really great guys. We still have plans for expanding. It's a large park already. We provide a space, a place for people to go and just have some quiet time and so forth. We do programs out there for military occasions, and it's kind of like a big family.
Do you have to be a veteran to be part of the group?
Do not have to be a veteran. If you're in Carroll County or have any attachments to Carroll County, you can join. And like I say, it's only $10, so it's well worth it. We should be charging $100, but we don't. Barry is the president. He keeps everything online for us. Don is very active with it. He has been with it since Jesus was a corporal. And the people who come in, we have a small group, but they are ambitious. They do a lot of work, keep the park clean, and we are very proud of it.
It might be the cleanest park in Carroll County.
Probably is.
Yeah, not to suggest that the others aren't clean, but you
Well,
guys
these
do
are
take good care of it.
like Mama's cleaning here as compared to Daddy's cleaning, I guess. So,
As far as getting a plaque up there, what's the process for that?
go right ahead.
Okay. Well, many ways to honor
Again,
a veteran.
bury the mic.
Many ways to honor a veteran out
was
there
a
at the
colonel.
park. I'm used to having an aide pushing it over. That's the problem.
right.
Okay. Anyway,
I just
we've
hope
got
I don't have to change a diaper.
16-inch by 16-inch marble plaques are $300. 10 by 16 marble end walls are $200. 4 by 8 granite walkway bricks are $125, and 4 by 8 granite walkway bricks are $75. What we do is we ask the veterans or the veterans' families to put together what they'd like to show on the plaque concerning the veterans. Usually name, rank, service, and any kind of awards. They then submit that along with the DD 214. That's the separation paper. Our credentials committee looks at this and verifies what is on there. We want to make sure that the awards and decorations listed are in fact accurate. So we then do that. As we get a wall put together, and a wall contains 48 plaques, we then stencil the names on the marble on the wall. So it's a neat process. The person that handles it is Bill Maddox. He heads up our credentials committee, and his information is it'll be in the program for this event coming up. It's also on the sign out there as you go by the Veterans Park. So get in touch with Bill. He'll let you know what you need to do, and we can go ahead and get you on the wall. There are 6 walls left. That's prime real estate, because after that, the park will expand, but we're not quite sure which direction we'll expand in.
Yeah, and those walls, they're erected strategically, correct? I mean, there's a reason why they're angled. They are, right?
Well, they're angled in such a way that wherever you stand in the park, everything is military term dress right dress. The light poles, the walls, the fountain, the bell tower, it's all lined up so whenever you look, it's precise in every direction. And there's usually a feature at one end, be it the 3 soldiers, be it the MIA memorial, be it the fountain. It is laid out so that it's absolutely fantastically dress right dress.
Good
Very
listeners
military.
this morning, go on out there today or this week and make them prove it. Go out there and make sure that it is set up like that. And, of course, attend the event coming up this Saturday. What's the time again? Music's going to start at 10:30.
Music starts at 10:30. The program starts at 11 o'clock. I encourage everyone to come out there early. We'll have bleachers set up, but if you want to bring your own chair, you can bring your own chair and sit down in front of the bleachers.
Well, we'll revisit that event after we take our second break here, but I'm throwing out some scuttlebutt that I've heard. All right, and you guys can tell me whether it's BS or not. Any potential for a museum, Veterans Museum, to come out to Carroll County anytime soon?
Not necessarily in Carroll County, but Harrison County is working very hard toward building a Veterans Museum up at Tallapoosa. Mm-hmm. I don't know how public that is right now, but I know just watching what's going on in Carroll County and knowing the people up there that they're working very hard, and they've got a lot of money already raised for it.
Well, I saw they were working hard. They just weren't having much luck getting approval for a place. That's why I thought maybe Carroll County might be an
do a
option.
lot more than we do with memorial stuff. Like they have features there, like that got 2 airplanes, other tanks, and so on. And now then they want to build a museum on that property. That's east of downtown Tallapoosa.
It would make sense for it for somebody to make that easy for them to happen, don't you think?
Yeah.
Time right now is 8:49, and we'll take our final break and continue our conversation with these young vets as we talk about the Veterans Day event coming up in Carroll County at the Carroll County Veterans Memorial Park this coming Saturday. Community Voice brought to you by Tanner Health System and Oak Mountain Academy.
Health is a journey. It's making better choices, even when it's not easy. It's taking care of yourself and the people you love. At Tanner Health System, we're there for you with every step, with primary care, heart care, cancer care, women's care, orthopedics, surgical services, and so much more. We're dedicated to helping you live and feel your best. So let's get on that journey to health. You've got places to be for many years to come. Find us at tanner.org.
At Oak Mountain Academy, our daily schedule includes convocation, prayer, and the Pledge of Allegiance. By doing so, we build a family-like community where all students grow and flourish and personal faith is encouraged. Through community service and a historical approach to biblical study, our students are taught the value of the warrior way, honesty, respect, and responsibility. Oak Mountain Academy. We are a family creating legacies. To learn more, visit oakmountain.us.
All right, 8:50. Welcome back to the WLBB Community Voice here on News Talk 1330, FM 106.3. Wrapping up our program this morning as we talk about the Carroll County Veterans Memorial Park Veterans Day event. It is coming up this Saturday, and it'll be at the Carroll County Veterans Memorial Park. We'll jump into that, but we'll kind of continue the conversation we started in the second segment about what all the Veterans Memorial Park group does. What's up with Operation Secure Marble, Mr. Levans?
We have probably the most beautiful Veterans Memorial Park in the state and maybe the nation out there. And we have it because the people of Carroll County have supported what we've been doing out there to the tune of about $1.5 million that people have coughed up. Organizations, the county, the cities, and so on. But it costs money to operate this thing, to make it from a red clay hill into what you see out there. Now, it's a beautiful park, and it's that way because of the professional design, careful control, implementation, and most importantly, that financial support that we've gotten from the people of the county. And that support is paid for the grading, the walkways, the bell tower, the fountain, and the many features that you see in the park, including the concrete walks and so on. The superstructure of the park is paid for by the donations that we receive from the community. The price for a brick, that's for a plaque for a veteran on the wall, which is the foundation of what we do, honoring individual veterans, 96 to a wall, 48 on each side. We started out charging $300 for the veteran or the family to pay for that brick. What plaque? That actually paid for the marble, for shipping the marble, for installing the marble, and engraving the words on the marble, plus a little bit left over to support the park. Over the years, it has gone up by like about $2,000 each time we ordered a wall. Then our connections have let us know that because of so many things going on in the world today, that we should expect a 38% increase in the price next year. So we talked to those folks about how we could get out of that. And we can do it if we can raise the money to buy the marble for the remaining 3 walls that we have yet to purchase for now, and order it now, this year, before December 31st. So we started this financial drive called Secure the Marble. So we need for folks to back their ears and sit down and go over their bank book and see what they might have laying around that they could contribute to this Secure the Marble fund. So we'd like you, if you have an organization that you're part of, to consider, go to our website, and you're soon going to see on it a brochure that you can download that will tell you all about the particulars of what how you can give. For one way, right now, if you go to our website and you click on donations, a form will pop up that you can fill out, and we'd love for you to do that and put down $100, preferably $500. If you put in $500, your name will go on the bronze wall right there. Colin Worthington.
You'll need 2 walls
You
for my
see,
name, I think.
I'm talking to you. I ain't talking to the general public. You could go. Your name would be on the contributors wall if you give $500. Now we appreciate the 100, but we'd like for you or your group to come up with $500. And lo and behold, if you could find 1,000, you'd go on the next level wall between $1,000 and $999. And if you are a part of a big old company out there, you really ought to. You owe us this.
Well, maybe I can get 999 listeners to call in and donate $1.
That would be fine. Yeah, no, we'll take $1. We got. By the way, we're gonna have a little box out there at the Veterans Day where you can throw your dollars and maybe your 20s. Come on, bring a 20 out there and throw it in. You see, we need this to be done so that we will be financially stable for a very long time if we do this. The $300 would, if we don't do this, we got to go up to $400 to cover what it takes to make it like it used to be, where $300 covered. It's going to take $400 now. And it just ain't right for us to ask veterans and their families to pay like that. So the community, we're saying, come on, help us with this program, and consider going to our website or mailing to Post Office Box 1067, I think it is, 1062.
Yeah. It is, yeah. Well, it says on this paper, I mean, if you put it together, I don't know if it's right or not, Don, but it says 1062 on it.
30112.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, let's we're going to summarize the big event coming up Saturday. But before that, if somebody wanted to take a tour of the park, is it good to get a guide? Would having a guide enhance that experience, or are they okay just doing it by themselves?
It is possible to get out and walk around, but if you want to take a tour, you can contact me or you can contact Don, and either Don or I or one of our other volunteers will be there to actually take you around the park. We have taken civic groups. We just took the Dawnbreakers Rotary group around the park and gave them a tour of the park, and they gave us a gracious donation of $500. So civic groups, there's the challenge. Get out there and do it. But if you need to get it to go around, my phone number 770-838-0080, and I'll make arrangements to be out there, or Don will be out there. We'll give you a guided tour. Schools, if the schools want to come out and go around, we'll gladly take the children around, explain to them what the park is, what it means, and show them all the features of the park. So we're glad to do it.
Well, Barry, as the president, you want to summarize the big event coming up this Saturday?
Big summary. Okay, it is November the 6th. Music starts with the Carrollton Wind Ensemble at 10:30. The main program starts at 11. Guest speaker is my son, Brigadier General Gavin J. Gardner, active duty U.S. Army Brigadier General. We'll be talking again about Operation Secure Marble out there, because this is the way we can guarantee, as Don said, the price at $300 for future veterans. We'd love to have you out there. The weather's supposed to be great, so bring your chair. If you don't want to sit in the bleachers, sit down and enjoy a patriotic day.
Too, right?
Excuse me?
Bring a jacket.
Bring a jacket. It's going to be chilly, but it's rather that than the 100-degree weather we've had in May.
Yes.
So we'd love to have you.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you guys here, and always good to see you. And thank you for coming to talk about this event. Again, it's coming up this Saturday.
And we thank you for your support and the times that you have televised us over the years.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing when we are able to do that.
Yeah,
so,
thank you.
But again, thank you guys for coming out, and thank you for listening to this morning's Community Voice program. Also remind you that tonight, after the polls close, it is Election Day. After the polls close at 7 o'clock, I'll be broadcasting live from the Carroll County Elections Office, bringing you the results of the races in Haralson County. It's only Tallapoosa, actually. Tallapoosa mayor and I believe 2 or 3 city council seats there, and we'll have about 10 races in Carroll County and a referendum in Villa Rica, where we'll share the results beginning at 7 o'clock. Could have it all done by 8 o'clock tonight. That's what we're hoping, fingers crossed. So thank you for listening to this morning's Community Voice. News Talk 1330, FM 106.3.